SEMA 2009. The cars, the parts, the experience. Nobody brings it to you like Power TV.
When it comes to rotating assemblies, there's a formidable team here at SEMA 2009. I'm talking about K1 Technologies and Wiseco Pistons. And to find out all about it, I'm here with Brian Nutter, mate. How long have you guys been teamed up for?
About 3 years now, actually.
Tell us a little bit about your partnership.
Okay, well, basically what we've been doing is the market right now when it comes to rotating assemblies, there were in years past a lot of different manufacturers making parts, but none of them were really designed to work with each other correctly. They kind of bowled in, but it wasn't quite right either. So what we've been doing with K1 is, they've been working with the crankshaft and the rod design, and we've been building our piston around these so they really integrate well together. The fit and finish is a lot better. We don't have to worry about parts going into engines any longer and just having one part wrong with this piston versus that rod from different manufacturers.
Tell us a little bit about the K1 connecting rod.
Okay, the K1 connecting rods are designed by Tom Molnar. He's been designing connecting rods for about 26, 27 years now. The thing that really sets them apart, there are a lot of 4340 forged H-beam connecting rods on the market, but when Tom designs a connecting rod, he really designs it specifically for an engine and its known capabilities, the RPM range that it runs in, and whether the engine is going to be boosted or nitrous or what have you. That allows him to design a connecting rod that's really as light as it can be, but with the strength necessary to hold up.
So tell us a bit about the crankshaft.
Okay, same thing there with the number of crankshafts on the market. There's a large number of 4340 crankshafts there, but there's a lot of fine details about the crankshafts that a crankshaft designer can see where a counterweight needs to be placed to correctly control the torsion that goes on within a crankshaft, but they really do a lot of fine detailing to make sure that the crank is straight, the journal finish is just very nice. They balance with a minimum of work to get these to come into balance, and so that takes a lot of expense and time out of it for an engine builder.
And finally, the pistons, of course.
Sure, and that's where I come in. On the pistons, we've been working very hard since about 2002 with what we call the late model EFI market. These are engines where a few short years ago, if you were making 900 horsepower at the wheels of the V8, it would have been completely race only, drag only, and the engine would have only run for a short time. Now, with this type of a customer these days, they want to have their cake and eat it too, and we're all about that. The forgings are designed with a little bit of a pin offset in there to take a lot of noise out of our forged pistons. We also specialize with our 2618 alloy, which is the stronger of the two common alloys, and that allows us to make a part that doesn't fracture like a 4032 or a cast piston or hyper-eutectic. Now, the downside of 2618 is it does have some wear characteristics on it that 4032 doesn't have, so the answer to that is the Wiseco skirt coatings that we add on the parts. It's a permanent skirt coating that's there for the life of the parts, and it actually dampens noise. It allows our pistons to be run at a tighter piston and wall clearance, and in the end you can have a part that holds up to extreme horsepower, even a couple thousand horsepower, and yet run for a long time on the street with no noise.
Well, there's a man that really knows his stuff. For any more information about any of the products you've heard about here, just go to wiseco.com or k1technologies.com.